Previously, on You Guys Have to Realize.
Lisa, have you seen the files on the blocks?
Me and Becky are not in cahoots.
Whatever, you are.
I need to block some more people for Amber. We got a lot of work to do.
Epithet of facts, and You Guys Have to Realize in the house.
You don't know what that's put me through, and no one does.
Your sister lost contact by FBI. No! That was a lie.
Alright, you dino bitches. Which one of you is just gonna be the first to be cut?
You guys have to realize
I called for help twice.
that was a lie.
What the hell? Hey Lisa! You have a shirt I could wear? Lisa!
Hello, and welcome back to another commentary from my channel, You Guys Have to Realize. Today we're here to talk about the wide range of sudden changes for Amber's channel, and how they all seem to have happened at once. If you haven't been paying attention, things for Amber seem to have changed rapidly in her favor. These changes include Amber being back up to 500 pounds, then down to 490, losing 12 pounds of water weight. More claims about her girlfriend being real, and best of all, the return of FBI Frank.
Alright, Lisa.
All that and the Ambersaurus in today's video. Did Amber lose 12 pounds of water weight?
No.
Is FBI Frank real or not?
No.
And why does any of this matter anymore?
Try asking again.
It's up for you to decide. You know, there are a lot of us in the Amberverse. Some of us drive luxury vehicles, and some of us ride on unicycles. Me, I drive a Volvo station wagon, so if you're ready, grab a mop for all this excess water, and strap in, because we are headed towards the Amberverse.
Working on this editing might take a couple hours. Make some bagels taste sour, then I take a shower.
Here we go again.
Amazon unboxing till it makes me feel better. Then I'll cover up the comments like some stretches in my sweater. Ready? Ain't felt this good since I broke up with Becky. I get my Torrid on, I'm feeling sexy. Miss my pill reminders cause I'm on too many meds. Yeah, I gotta stay in bed, but I'm feeling good. I don't do my taxes, I might need some help. I don't plant a garden, I get lettuce off the shelf. I don't wanna work hard, I just want the clout. I don't like my girlfriend, so I switch them out. I don't wear a seatbelt, it only slows me down. When I order Uber Eats, I gotta have the hash browns. Yeah, I got a couple lawsuits, I had to leave town. I don't have a license, my mom drives me around. Target haul, Torrid haul, don't check the price, I got it. That money stacking up like those calories I count.
We'll start today's video talking about who FBI Frank is, and where the hell that even came from. If you're new to the Amberverse, or Amber in general, then you probably have no idea who FBI Frank is, or what anyone's talking about. So let me help you out there.
Let's go on a journey through all time.
First off, you should know that this incident involving FBI Frank and Amber happened years ago.
Years ago, they tried to...
and has absolutely no relevance today outside of Amber bringing it up again. At some point a few years back, Amber got into it with her viewers, just like she always does, but she got extra mad at one viewer in particular over a comment left on her video that I guess she thought was too far.
My dad wasn't a drunk.
In an effort to discourage more dissenting comments, we'll say, Amber made a wild and ridiculous claim that the FBI had contacted Beck's sister, trying to get in contact with Amber so they could speak with her about her comments being too mean. Amber went on to claim that the FBI agent she spoke to, which she named Frank, was very helpful to her in getting the information of these commenters, even going so far as to compliment her channel and following. That's right, the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation supports and beholds Amberlyn Reed's channel. What a patriot Amberlyn Reed is. Who needs veterans and war horses when you've got Amberlyn Reed to look up to? God bless America. God bless this beautiful country where people can live life like a complete idiot and be protected while doing it. Where's my gun? The FBI Frank lies have gone down as an essential piece of Amberverse lore. and anyone who's been here for even just a little while now should know about FBI Frank, and how instrumental this story has been in proving that Amber is actually lying. We'll talk about that here in a minute, along with how this is all a ploy to besmirch Beck's reputation. But first, have you heard that Amber has a girlfriend?
No.
Because if you hadn't, I'd be very surprised. Amber brings up her new girlfriend, nicknamed Valentine, literally the dumbest name I could think of for a significant other.
Dog!
Saying that they've been together for about 2 months now. I really don't know why she keeps making up random time frames, because she's stated multiple times now that she's been with this girl, talking to this girl since September. She said she was single in February while talking to 3 separate women in December. So once again, things are just not adding up for Amber's love life. But of course, according to Amber, she's more popular than a female snake in mating season. Yes! Can we stop this? Can we stop making up arbitrary timelines for you to prove that you have a significant other? If you really want people to believe that you have this girlfriend, well, that's really weird. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter at all. Why do you care so deeply about what these strangers on the internet believe or not? It is a true phenomenon how this woman makes up lies to protect her reputation that end up defaming her instead. Like, if you want to tell people about your girlfriend, that's great. You just say, I have a girlfriend. And then you move on. We don't need to hear about how much you care about her or how quirky she is. Please! These are all unnecessary details that lend to the idea that she's made up. So basically, Amber, if you want people to believe that your girlfriend is real and you have an actual relationship, just shut up about it. But that's just the thing about Amber, she really doesn't know when to stop. Remember in my last video where I said that her recent weight loss will be all for nothing because she's just so intent on rubbing it in people's faces? Sometimes I swear this woman is just so predictable that I get tired of making these videos. It's like watching a morbidly obese parrot.
No. No.
Anyway, Amber claims to have reached 500 pounds again after a week of partying with her alleged friends, probably her mom, going to the casino, Olive Garden, and generally just being off track, as she puts it. It's also notable that she purchased an insane amount of processed and preservative-filled foods from Trader Joe's. Why? Amber, however, is now claiming to be back down to 490, losing 12 pounds of water weight in the course of about 6 days. Is this even possible? Water would be nice. I had to look this up because it just seems so impossible. While this is actually possible, it seems unlikely, especially for someone like Amber who has lied a bunch. This is the absolute extreme of this situation. I will say though, one of the main causes of water weight is a high sodium diet mixed with a non-active lifestyle. And those are Amber's like 2 favorite things, so a bit of food for thought there. There's your pun for the day. Boy, those lies of Amber's have really got her into some hot water over the years. Remember Ringgate? Or how intimate her and Beck were? How about all those women Amber was talking to, wifeys 1 through 7, or her weight loss surgeon last year? All complete lies, justified in Amber's own words to protect herself from her audience.
I'm in danger!
It really is interesting to see this woman lie to people who pay her bills and then try her best to worm her way out of the newest situation that she's created for herself. And when you watch it happen again and again, it really is just insanity.
That is crazy.
The FBI Frank lie for years remained just that, an unbelievable story from Amber, until, in more recent times, Beck made a slight return to the Amberverse, posting a few live streams here and there, much to the delight of the audience. It was in these live streams that many of Amber's half-truths were brought to light, such as the terrible treatment of Beck, the intimacy lies, but more importantly, the revelation that FBI Frank was never real.
Your sister was contacted by FBI Frank. That was a lie.
Beck stated herself that was a lie. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to the Amberverse in the last month or so, Beck has posted a new relationship status on Facebook. This was immediately followed by Amber posting a new relationship status on Instagram, also stating that she had been together with this woman before Beck and her girlfriend.
Got him! Got him!
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
Most of us thought this was pretty suspicious, as there was a lot of inconsistencies in this story. Amber had also stated that she was single in February and talking to 3 separate women in December. And so the running theory that this is just another way for Amber to get back at Beck was established.
Why?
All this because Beck did the unthinkable and broke up with Amberlyn Reed. Nobody breaks up with Amberlyn Reed.
You don't know what Beck put me through, and no one does.
And that brings us back to the topic of today's video, with Amber now claiming that the FBI never talked to Beck's sister, but instead another ex's sister. Which ex is that? Well, Amber isn't gonna tell. And as long as you're not an evil Kermit, it should be very obvious to you that this is complete crap.
That is one big pile of
If we actually look at the list of exes that have been involved with Amber, you've got Beck, Destiny, Casey, and Crystal. And each one of these people have come out against Amber, calling her out for all her lies and a bagel over the years, except for one, and that's Crystal. And how very clever of Amber to choose the only ex of hers that has no social media presence whatsoever to use as a scapegoat. The thing about Crystal is that she never wanted to be on camera. Every time she was on camera was because Amber put her there. After they broke up, we never heard from her again. She disappeared into the midnight like Batman.
What the hell are you?
Crystal. So if you're ever expecting to hear a tell-all from Crystal, I wouldn't get my hopes up, because she is a private person. And there's nothing wrong with that. Many people I know do not have a social media presence, because let's be honest here, social media can be one of the most stressful parts of life. Sure, it's nice always being connected, but we're not robots.
I'm a robot?
And especially for someone involved with Amber or the Amberverse, I can understand why they would want to unplug. Hell, even I have to take a few days for mental health every once in a while. But you know, the thing about Amber saying this is Crystal's sister, it's just not true.
No.
When Amber said the FBI contacted her ex's sister, it was heavily implied that she was talking about Beck. She was doing a mukbang during the wifey era, and people were getting on her for saying Beck's name all the time in her videos. See, when people call her out on things, Amber never does what most people do and just stop doing the thing that everyone's mad about. No, that's too easy. Instead, Amber will be a complete toddler and try to sneak it in when you're not looking. Instead of referring to Beck by name in her videos, she started referring to her as my ex, which I guess is slightly less disrespectful. She still continued to talk shit about Beck for literally years, but I guess if we don't say Beck's name, that's okay then.
Me and Becky are not in cahoots.
Whatever, you are.
What is even happening in the Amberverse anymore? This is literally a ridiculous lie on top of another ridiculous lie on top of a mean comment. And what even was that mean comment to begin with? Well, Amber says it was a threat on her life. And let's not for a second here make light of something like threatening behavior. A comment like that should never have been written, and I hope that none of you ever do that either. But I do want to go ahead and say, do you think this is the first time that YouTube has had to deal with this type of problem?
Your criminal exploits are well known.
Keyboard courage is a trait specific to the internet generation and beyond that seems to make people bigger than their britches, so to speak, when they're writing comments on a video. In other words, anonymity can make people say and do some pretty stupid things. But the thing is, most of the time, these are empty threats. Just a bunch of Jack Russells in a room barking at the top of their lungs. God, that sounds awful. Which is why when threats are made on a platform such as YouTube, there is a standardized process that YouTube follows to remove these comments and potentially ban these users. This does not involve the FBI.
First, we search you, confiscate any stolen goods. Then you pay your fine, and we release you.
One thing that Amber mentioned this comment said was that they knew where Amber lived. And still, that is just no way grounds to be contacting the FBI. At that point in Amber's career, everyone knew where she lived. She had doxed herself and her apartment building several times. She doesn't live there anymore, so I can tell you it was the Henry apartment complex over by the mall. The busiest and worst part of town. Of course she hated Lexington. Hey there, editing wizard Tyler here. I just wanted to take a second to point out that the place where Amber was living, the Henry apartment complex, is a very walkable complex. You know what I mean? Like, there's lots of places to go around there. I'm probably going to make a video about this later, because she did not go to any of those places. And that's just really sad. But knowing where someone lives, just knowing where they live, is not a threat. All of us know where the president lives. It doesn't mean we're going to go there and make threats against him. Now, if this person were sending letters, say handwritten letters to Amber's physical mailbox, multiple letters, perhaps unwanted letters, that could be seen as a threat. Especially if they were written in a threatening manner.
I'm doing it! I'm doing it!
I'll get you!
But even that would be a matter for a local police department, not the FBI. I don't think anyone should be sending Amberlyn any threatening letters or remarks, but I also have serious doubts that it ever happened in the first place. Can I get a conclusion? Conclusion. That was dumb. For years now, Amber has stuck to her guns whenever it comes to this FBI Frank story. But never once has she corrected anyone in saying that it was Beck's sister that this story came from. This part of the Amberverse lore has always smelled a bit fishy, and it only gets more and more suspicious with Amber's new corrections. No, I think myself and most people are in agreement that the FBI Frank story was always a lie. Did you know in that same video she says that mukbangs help her diet?
What?
Seems pretty obvious that the whole video was made to drum up views shortly after the breakup with Beck, and that was more than 2 years ago. So I think a good thing to remember about all this is that, frankly, no one cares. But hey, that's just my opinion. If you look to your right, a South Carolina pit boss will be there to mop you down in barbecue sauce that we originally thought was water from Waterweight and help you out of the Volvo station wagon. And you'll be back at home safe and sound in no time. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this special episode of You Guys Have to Realize, and remind everyone that these videos are put out for entertainment purposes only. Please do not send any hateful or disparaging remarks to myself or anyone mentioned in these videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
I've been feeling lonely, can you tell me where you've been? Tell me all about it, baby, I could be your friend. When you come around, you know my heart is on the mend. Staring out the window now, cause there she goes again. Cause there she goes again. I've been feeling lonely, can you tell me where you've been? Tell me all about it, baby, I could be your friend. When you come around, you know my heart is on the mend. Staring out the window now, cause there she goes.
What is FBI Frank's voice? He's a New Yorker. Lisa! Okay.
Make sure you tell the audience that that is dirt and no poop.
This is poop.
Still don't know if that's his voice.
Alright, Lisa.
I think that's good. I think that's got it. God help us. I've been in the swamp too long. There's someone on the wing. Please. Please, there's someone on the wing.
Kermit, where are you?
I am real. I am real. It's supposed to work with fairies. One more shot to film. God bless. I look like an insane person. I look insane. There's only, yeah, I look insane. Ah! I think that's good. I think that's got it.
I need my knife. Where's my knife? Yep, okay.
Hey, buddy. Get out of here. Go on. You're not one of the animals I'm hunting. Come on. Go.
Lisa! Do you know where I can get a shower? Lisa! 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 Lisa, you're not gonna believe what just happened. Lisa, you won't believe what I've just been through. I need a shower right now. Do you have the files for the Anne Boleyn channel? It's good to be back. It sure is good to be back. For my critics, my fellow co-workers.
If you all could clip this out of context, I would be very appreciative. Do I need to even say anything? Do I need to say anything? What is FBI Frank's voice? He's a New Yorker.
Lisa!
Lisa!
Don't worry, don't fuss, Petunia. I have a very firm grip.
Previously, on You Guys Have to Realize.
If you can't tell, this is a spiff on, this is a spiff? If you can't tell, this is a spoof on Heartland.
He was born in the summer of his 27th year.
Kind of leprechaun-y, but it's not bad. Today we're here to talk about the wide range of sudden change. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, help me. If you look to your right, a South Carolina pit boss will be there to mop you down with barbecue sauce. Okay, now I just gotta think of a skit for FBI Frank. I think I'm gonna go rub some mud on myself and pretend like I just came out of like the dino era and be like, Lisa the Raptors. Lisa. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, see ya.
I think it's time you went to bed.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to fly.
That is all.
Shut